Does your Honda mower deck get banged up against this, or even the floor when you do this? Then you need this. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. Just so we're clear here, I purchased this deck guard kit for my Honda HRX217 with my own money. They're designed to prevent damage to your mower deck and fit Honda HRX217 models. Here's the part number, and I'll have them linked down below in the description. Let's get them on. First step, unplug your spark plug. Safety first. And because if I don't say something, somebody will. And if I do say something, somebody will. Whatever. Bruh. Now, if your mower deck isn't clean, it's probably a good idea to get under there and clean it out. It'll make getting the bolts inside a lot easier. Two things to pay attention to. The deck is narrower at the front and wider at the back. And she's also got some nice curves to her. Now to get these installed, the instructions call for a measurement 3/4 inches in from the front edge of the deck. Then they call for a measurement 5/8 inches up from the bottom of the deck. How about that? You're dead on. And to darken that up for you so you can see it better, there you have it. Then they recommend to give that dot a punch so the drill bit goes in a little bit easier. Now you can see that we got that little punch as a guide. Now the instructions call for a 17/64 inch hole drilled at the center of that punch mark. We're gonna step it up to that size. And to help step this video up with YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. That's a little big to start, so what we're gonna do is begin with a 3/16 inch hole. Time to drill a hole in my deck. That was easy. Now we'll step it up to the 17/64. And in she goes. Looks good there. Now we're gonna get this deck guard on. We have a flathead screw. I'm gonna stick that through. Now on the back side is gonna go a washer and a lock nut. Now to get under here just a little bit easier, I'm gonna take my jack stand and just prop the front of the mower up just a little bit so I can get some wrenches and everything underneath. Thread this on by hand first. There's not a ton of working room underneath, but there's enough. Get that on loose. Cool. Now you're gonna need an 11mm wrench and a flathead screwdriver to cinch it down, but I'm just gonna get it on loosely. We don't want it tight yet. Stupid flatheads. There we go. Leave it just loose for now. Then what we gotta do over here is measure 3/4 inch up from the back side of the deck. Mark it there, and we'll hit it with the Sharpie. Boom. Give it a little love tap. And then we're drilling with the smaller bit first, and then the larger bit. Man, oh man, that lined up perfect. Check that out. Bolt in, washer on, lock nut on. Hold it down, twist her in. There we go. Excellent. Let me know if you're like me. I'm gonna streamline my screw slots here. Then let's just go back to the front, tighten those down. Streamline, baby. That looks pretty good. There's just the tiniest of gaps here in the center. Not much, but that looks pretty cool on the side of the deck. Let's go do the other side. Now this side's already taken a bit more of a beating because this is the oil change side. You hear that? It's getting roughed up, baby. Same thing as the first one. We're gonna measure in 3/4 inch from the front of the deck, and then 5/8 up. That'll do. Hit it with a black dot so you can see it better. Put that punch right on it. Give it a little love tap. Get the bit on it. Small bit first. Drill in. Bigger bit. And then from here, we're gonna mount it up. Washer first on the back, then the lock nut. Twist it on. Then from here, take the flathead and just snug it down a little bit. Now let's get a mark on the back. Now we're gonna pull this back. We're gonna measure 3/4 inch up. Mark it there. Give it the old black dot. Love tap. Drill a small hole. Then a bigger one. All right, let's mount this baby. There we go. Nice and snug. Washer on. Come on. Damn lock nut. Come on. I can't find the hole. There we go. Cool. Get that 11mm on the back. Righty tighty. Crank her down. Streamlined it. Boom. A little straighter. There we go. Now to the front. Streamlined. Don't worry, I don't do that with all the outlet cover screws in my house. That one looks good. Very tight. This will actually do a really good job preventing any more deck damage when I go to do oil changes. Let's drop her down. And don't forget to reinstall your spark plug. You know what? Those actually look pretty cool. They kind of dress up the deck nice. And from up here, believe it or not, the edge of the deck actually stands out better. And I'm pretty happy now that this is going to be protected for the long haul. Now here's some other tips and tricks to help you out with this procedure. Getting to the bolts underneath can be a little tricky. The best way to tip the mower is going to be from the front end up. A jack stand will do, even a few bricks if you got them. This method of tipping the mower up like this is small engine mechanic approved, but it is safe to tip your Honda on its side with the oil spout pointing down. Honda recommends in the manual to change the oil like that. But tipping the mower over on this side with the air filter down is a bad idea. Don't do it. Hondas are not designed to be tipped in that direction. Tip it up from the front, get at your bolts, and you're good to go. Now here's what I like about these deck guards. The install was super easy, like hanging a photo on a wall level easy. Everything is stainless steel too, which is nice, so they'll hold up, and the lock nuts on the back will help keep them in place without them coming loose over time. Now there's not much, but here's what grinds my gears about these deck guards. I just despise flathead screws. Screwdrivers just slip right off of them, and at this point in time, everything should just be Phillips. Now it's just my personal preference, but I'd rather have Phillips head screws on these for better grip. Well, what about the new battery mowers? Well, if you're planning to get one of those Honda battery mowers, they actually look like they share the same NEXITE decks. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that those deck guards could go on those models too. I actually have deck guards on my John Deere JX75 mower. They've already taken a beating from my yard, preventing damage to my deck. Now my neighbor down the street has a Honda HRX217 with these deck guards on it. And I saw them for the first time not too long ago, and I was like, holy cow, I gotta get those on my mower. With all the oil changes that I do and tipping the mower frequently, occasionally bumping the mower up against something, these deck guards are a cheap way to hide my sins and keep my deck in check. For a full review of this Honda HRX217 VYA, check out my link down below in the description. And if you're still on the hunt for a remaining gas-powered Honda mower, check out my links down below as well. And thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe. And for more cool garage gear content, clear tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.